first. Jones now on third down. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught. Touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Makes the score Giants 21, Seahawks 7. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard
line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, here's Walker. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 23. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They find some open field here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle.
Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pass the 60, pass the 60. 18, pioneer. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Seahawks now at 2-5 to start play. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go. Back to 60.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Kayvon Thibodeau able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
And tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans.
Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose at the 40. Mike Evans.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mike Evans with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
The score is Giants 7, Seahawks 0. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From way up at the 23.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
That's complete to DK Metcalf.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
DK Metcalf,
49 yards.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive was pretty quick, about 10 seconds, Charles. One play, very long pass play that ended in the end zone.
And you know every offensive unit, when that happens, they want to come running back out and recreate it. We know the chances of that are slim because now the defense is on high alert. But at the same time, that confidence should carry over into the start of their next drive. We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones.
There's Chris Olave.
30. 10. Touchdown, Giants.
Chris Olave.
75 yards.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Giants 14, Seahawks 6. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From way up at the 23.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Seattle Seahawks. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
Second and 9. On second down, it's Walker.
Runs over it.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
10 yards and a Seattle first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Let's go. On the ball. Hawk 70, Hawk.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Seahawks are back within a couple of the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Going for the deep ball. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 51 yards.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Gano the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game.
Seahawks 12.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The drive will start with an option going left. And some room to maneuver.
And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 15-yard line.
They'll drop to throw.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Forced out to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Well, they're down only 1 score. Still first half. But they're going to line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Throwing Jones.
Now this one taken in by Olave.
Touchdown!
Chris Olave
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Back to throw here. He's got a man complete. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Right side, Claypool's got it.
Room here to run. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Claypool with another catch. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. Now Jones.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll get this quickly out to Claypool.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Giants!
Chase Claypool.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown. Chase Claypool with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Giants 42, Seahawks 27. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From way up at the 23. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Let's go now.
Second down at 5.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Kayvon Thibodeau
Getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals. Heavy Lions.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. He'll look to throw. Being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Williams in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Jones on 1st down. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, a 22. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Able to hit his target, Claypool.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, It's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal.
They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Come on.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive. Going up top. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Chris Olave.
His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year.
And the Giants are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Gano the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Giants 52, Seahawks 27. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From way up at the 23.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And a quick throw here that's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Kayvon Thibodeau.
My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. That is caught at the 7. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
KJ Hamler.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks get a bit closer.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So it will no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's second down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones sliding out of the pocket. Trying to improvise. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Giants,
it's a rare win, just their 2nd in these first 8 games. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
meanwhile for the Seahawks, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.